Hello, hello, and welcome to Vlog 20.
We are Chad and Claire, and we are currently traveling around the U.S., hitting every single state in our tiny Ford Transit Connect.
In our last vlog, we brought our van into upstate New York and we went around and chased all the waterfalls in the surrounding area and even looked out at the Canadian border, wishing that we could go across and see our dear friends the Beggars, but unfortunately the borders are closed at the moment. And now we are in Pennsylvania, staying at Allegheny National Forest. This morning we went over to Rimrock and did a little bit of hiking right before we spent several hours trying to find service to upload our last video. And now we're back in the forest and we actually have a free campsite. It's just free camping in the Allegheny National Forest, and so we're taking advantage of that, and hopefully we can have a fire and some delicious dinner tonight. Chad says we have a flat tire. I'm gonna look at it. Oh man. Wow. That's darn on the floor.
I can hear it.
How did that happen? Wait, does that mean we can't have the green tire?
Right, yeah. We have to change the tire.
Oh no. No more green tires.
We can always paint it later. There goes our budget.
Very unfortunate that we have a flat tire, but that's gonna be tomorrow's problem because it's really cold outside and we need a fire going. So we'll figure out what we do with the tire tomorrow and Chad will try changing it. Until then, we need this bad boy to get heated up.
It's so cold. So yesterday, we bought some windshield wipers, so I'm using the cardboard from that to add to the fire. And I think it's all started now. It's just gonna grow and grow and grow. So far, Pennsylvania has really treated us well. We had an incredible dinner, and this fire has just been so nice. Like, we were so cold before. Even though we have to deal with our tire tomorrow, I'm not really too worried about it. We're gonna figure it out, but I think we're gonna call it a night, let this fire die out, and we will see you in the morning.
Good morning, guys. We have a ton to do today, and it's starting off with fixing the tire, and hopefully we can also leave Pennsylvania and go into Ohio.
Alright, so the first thing you need to do to change a tire is first get the spare tire ready because it's underneath the car. I wanted to go ahead and do that and not be fidgeting with the car and the jack, so I'm going to do that now. On the Transits, it's located underneath the back, so in order to get it off you have to twist this thing with the jack thing, whatever.
Here comes the tire. Here comes the runny nose. Goodbye, beautiful green wheel. We get this nice rusty one now. Ooh. And while Chad is getting the car fixed, I'm trying to keep the fire going because it's very chilly out this morning. And he's off. It's time to get this guy on.
I think I might have to raise it higher. So since our spare tire is pretty bald, it's not really safe to drive in general without a spare tire, but especially because we have this tire. So we're definitely gonna go to the tire store and get a new tire. Wow, I'm saying tire a lot.
All right, the fire is out, the tire is on, and we are gonna head out of the forest and go find a new tire. We are taking a quick stop to get some water, and it looks like the person who owns the spring decorated it up all festive. Very cute. Chad is peeling some rotisserie chicken while we fill up on water.
Yeah, actually, in case you guys were wondering on where we're finding these springs, there's a website called Find a Spring, and I read online that people have been filling up at this spring since the 1900s, which is pretty cool. And then people that have been drinking the water say that it has special healing properties. Someone else just came and got water and they said that it's really good water. Pretty excited about it.
Hello. So 2 quick things. First of all, we're in Ohio. Very, very exciting. And then number 2, so while we were driving over, I called my parents, as you do at age 22, and you need guidance and wisdom on how to fix a tire. And my dad called Costco to see whether they would repair tires, especially if it's flat, maybe from a nail or something like that. And they said yes. And so we are now at a Costco. We're gonna bring in our flat tire, and hopefully it was popped by a nail and they can just pump back up for $10.99. And then if not, we'll buy a new tire. So fingers crossed.
See how it goes.
Yeah, you gonna push it in?
Yeah.
You want me to go with you?
Yes.
I guess I have the credit card. Alright, so we went into Costco and they inspected our little tire hole, and turns out it's just big enough, unfortunately, that they can't repair it. And so we either had to get a new tire or a whole new set of 4. And we were thinking about it, we went back and forth about, man, do we want to like splurge on new tires all of a sudden? And we did. And so that is gonna go into our budget for the month. And so 4 tires right now, they're having a sale. It was about like $442. And because, if you read in my previous post, I said that we only spend $500 each a month. And so we're gonna try to space out this tire ordeal over the next couple months so that we can like pay it off, even though I paid it in full. But just to put it into the budget so that we're not going over what we were anticipating on spending for the next year.
So we made an appointment for tomorrow at 10 a.m. to get our new tires. And until then, we're gonna go explore Cleveland and then be back in the morning to get our new tires.
We have made it to our first C city in Ohio. There are like tons of them. So we are in Cleveland and we are at Edgewater Park looking at the sunset. Currently in front of the Christmas Story house. I've never seen the movie, but Chad has, and he's very excited about it. But maybe it's time for me to watch it this Christmas.
Yeah, so the Christmas Story house, if you've seen the movie, there's this lamp thing that this guy falls in love with this lamp. Anyways.
What? That sounds really
I
weird.
haven't watched the movie in a long time, so I'm not like freaking out, but I am pretty excited. I think it's pretty cool. There's the house.
Why does he fall in love with a leg lamp? I have so many questions.
I don't know why he does. He just does.
I thought you watched the movie. I thought you were a big fan.
Well, you know, you don't really know why you fall in love. It just happens.
I don't know. It's kind of weird, kind of creepy. We've made it back to the Costco parking lot where we'll park for the night. And then tomorrow, bright and early, we get to wake up and get all our tires redone, and then we actually get a new spare. And so after that, we're gonna head to Cuyahoga Valley National Park and then on to the next city, which would be Columbus. So night night. Good morning, guys. We're already at Costco and we're ready to get our tires done. Yay, it's done! Chad also begged me all morning to get a Costco hot dog combo. And so we got one of those and a chicken bake for lunch.
Don't always want to wash dishes. Oh, it's gonna be so nice.
Alright, our plan for today is to see as much as Cuyahoga Valley National Park as we can before we have to go down to Columbus. And so our very first stop is Brandywine Falls. now heading to the village of Peninsula, which is apparently home to lots of craftsmen. I don't know, they do things like glass blowing and pottery and all sorts of fun stuff. So we're heading there now. Final stop in Cuyahoga Valley. We are at Beaver Marsh, and hopefully we can see some beavers and otters and all these other wetland creatures that they've mentioned in the pamphlet.
So just about where I'm standing now used to be a junkyard. Back in the 80s, it was actually really cool because they had all of these junk cars, but people came and took them out because the junk car lot was sold. And so then the beavers came back to this area and actually built their dams and all of this water, so they created this swamp. And it's just really cool to see how it's changed. Not that I was there back then, but seeing what it's like now and imagining that it was a junkyard is just crazy to me.
We are back in the car. There were no beavers today, sadly, but we have the rest of our lives to find beavers somewhere in the world wherever we travel. But now we are going to Columbus, and we are actually meeting with some friends, some more SCAD friends tonight. They've invited us over for dinner, and so we'll see Isabel and Ethan very, very soon.
We made it to Columbus, and we just parked by a dog park because it's free parking and it's very active, so there are lots of dogs that we can look at right outside of our front door.
And we are now heading over for dinner.
This way. So we had an incredible night with Ethan and Isabel. We watched a horror movie, ate some chili, and it was just so nice. Played with Asher, their dog, and now we're back at the van. We're gonna make the bed, have some pumpkin pie that we bought at Walmart, and we will see you guys in the morning.
Good afternoon, guys. We had a little bit of a late start to today just because when it's raining out, you just want to snuggle up and keep sleeping and sleeping until like 11:30. But we are finally up and ready to move on. We are going to do one last stop in Columbus before we head out, and that's in Germanville. And then we're heading to our last city in Ohio, Cincinnati.
Right now we are in the south part of Columbus. It is in a section of town known as Germanville, and it's actually where 1/3 of the population of Columbus back in the day, like in the 1850s through the early 1900s, was German. So they primarily spoke German here, and it was like a little piece of Germany. So we are now going to a little cafe to try out some chocolate or see what other cakes that they might have.
No chocolate today. We decided to go with the jumbo cream puff. Mostly because I saw the picture and I was like, wow! How can you give that up? It looks like a pom-pom. Anyways, I'm so excited to try this. It looks so fluffy. We have finished our cream puff and we are now saying goodbye to Columbus, and we are heading to Cincinnati, and we are staying with Chad's Hong Kong roommate, Street, and his family. So very excited to see him soon.
Yeah, see you soon, Street. So we are about to pull up to Street's house, but we're gonna go ahead and end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you're interested in following our journey to every single state in the US, definitely subscribe. All right, we'll see you next time.